welcome to the Mental Health Happy Hour on the Mighty. My name is Camara.
My name is Harrison.
And we are two mighty staffers here to bring you good news, your good news, uplifting good news, all the good mental health news that we need in days like these. But yes, please, if you have never been here before, leave a comment in the comments below of where you're from, what your mental health win is. Harrison, what is an example of a mental health win they can leave?
Oh my God. This week I'm kind of taking it off myself and I'm focusing on something I'm really interested in. I'm a huge sci-fi and space nerd, and I just want to give the win is not really for me, it's for people. Nicole Mann became the first Native American woman to go to space, and I think that's a really cool accomplishment, and I'm just stoked. Also, she's a Northern California person, so I'm like, hey, representing my area, so I'm very excited about that, and I'll take that as a win for us. I think that's a good achievement for people, for humans.
Win. Yes, it can be that you found out that an amazing astronaut woman native has gone to space. It could be that you read a book. It could be that you took a nap. It could be that you did laundry, or that you are here today joining us. So please share in the comments if you can hear us also, who knows, if anything connects all these times. I'm always enjoying the funness of Facebook and YouTube. But please let us know where you're from, what your mental health win is. We are live, letting my coworkers know we're live. But yes. But in the meantime, I see Barbara. See, here's a great example, everyone, of a wonderful mental health win that all of us need to do at some point when we have a car.
Me too.
Getting the car serviced. Yeah, heck yes.
Yeah.
I need to do that soon. I feel that. But that's great, Barbara. Really glad that you've done it. Like, that's a task that isn't like the main thing that people don't always think about. So glad that you're doing that.
And it's one of those things that's like I feel like every time a smog check comes in, I'm like, ugh, it's something I have to do. It's just another add to the pile kind of thing.
Yes. There's always something. And then there's, of course, going to be I apologize to anyone who can hear the trash is being picked up in my area now. So, yes. But yeah, do the small things for yourself that are a little annoying, but like when you get them done, oh, how wonderful that is. Oh, wonderful. YouTube can hear us. M. Thompson can hear us. M. Thompson, welcome to the Mental Health Happy Hour. Please share with us your mental health win and where you're from, where you can hear us from. Very curious where you can hear us from. So
maybe from space. Who knows?
Maybe they went to space with Miss Mann. Richard, our
Richard.
Wonderful regular Richard. Always good to see you. Lovely from Wales. We love our friends from Wales, UK. That's wonderful. And Billy from East Sussex.
Nice. Awesome.
Love it.
Welcome.
Oh, this is my favorite win that I've been wanting to do for so long and haven't been able to do. What's Shelly's win, Harrison?
You take a bath.
I don't I don't technically have a bathtub. My roommates do that I still have not used. But I would say if you can take a bath, do you know how wonderful baths are? Just heating up the water, putting some Epsom salts in.
Yeah, those little bombs, those bath bombs.
Bombs, yes. Bath bombs. Oh, it is bath bomb.
Turn down the light, throw some candles on there. Maybe bring some
candles with some, like, you've got like a strobe. Music. I don't know what you do, but like, or you can have a simple bath too. You don't have to go all out. But yes, but that's wonderful. Shelly, you're living my dream right now. So I hope that it was a lovely bath. What kind of bath? And Shelly, let us know what your bath routine is. If you have bath bombs or if it's just hot water, if it's cold, maybe it's a cold bath. I don't know what your bath routine is. And if you would feel compelled to share, let us know. What's another win we should share, Harrison?
It looks like Deborah went on a walk. And I just want to say, Deborah's also from Newfoundland, which is such a cool location in Canada. And so it's like, I'm stoked. Where'd you go for a walk? Did you get to go to the forest, or was it just down the street? Is there any cool like parks nearby? We want to know.
Oh my gosh, a walk in Canada sounds delightful. First off, going for a walk for your mental health. That is just such an important thing. Oh my word, I think I'll copy you, Deborah, and do one of those today. But a wonderful walk. Oh, and in Canada. You're living the dream. Yes. Let us know where one goes for a walk in Newfoundland, Canada. I would love to know. Oh, a regular. First, I want to pop Santiago. It's so good to see you. See you in the comments. Wonderful. Happy to have you back. And more everyone. I love our England people, our London people, our UK London,
our UK folk. Yeah.
England. We're all.
Welcome, Jennifer.
Welcome, Jennifer. Oh, Harrison, would you like to, our friend who can hear us on YouTube?
Yes.
Has a wonderful
I toured an ABA provider today to try to find the right treatment for my daughter with autism. Illinois in the house. Yes.
Hey!
Welcome.
Illinois.
That's awesome. And that's so cool that you were
Yeah.
able to find an ABA provider. That's awesome. I hope it works out.
That's wonderful. Yeah, I hope that's great, and that you are on the advocacy journey to find the right treatment for your daughter and really seeing what that is and including her in the journey. That's really wonderful. Like, I think that's great, and that's a great one that you're on that mission and that you got to tour a provider today. I hope it works out. So, wow. What's Richard's win, Harrison? What do we got
let's see
today?
Here. Mental health win: being referred for a long period of counseling near me to heal more from my narcissism of my mother, and maybe 2 more things. Great day in the woods. Richard is a woodsman. I know that, and I enjoy that, and I'm hoping it's a good day. That's amazing.
Yes, being able to have finding the right counseling and being referred and finding that it can be such a long and tedious journey sometimes, and I'm just really glad that you're taking the time and being referred to, hopefully finding the right person referred for a long period of time of counseling near you. Hopefully that is all working out and taking care of, we all got to take care of whatever trauma or whatever thing that we're working through. Richard, you're on the high road. We love to see it. And 2 great, that you have you've got woods. Mm-hmm. You're winning with the woods. We love that for you, Richard.
Let's see. Shelly is signing in from the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. Hello, welcome.
They're the fellow the bath lover loves in Michigan. That is bath country, I guess. Yes.
Bath country.
Michigan is wonderful. That's great. Thank you so much for joining us, Shelly. Really appreciate it. Billy, what are we doing? But managed to start my new website at last. You did? That's amazing. That's awesome. Oh my gosh. A huge step is taken over a year. Yeah. It takes so long to get motivated and then to do it. And then you're like, oh no, this does take time. And half the time is getting motivated to do it. And then half the time is actually doing the thing. It's like,
That's awesome. What's the site about? Is it something you can share with us? We'd love to know.
Yeah. Well, if this took you a while to get motivated to do, I know even the stuff that you love can be hard to motivate for. So I'm really curious. Is it started? Is it launched? Can you share with us? Let us know. Thank you for the hat love, Richard. Appreciate that. I respect a good hat win.
Hashtag love Camara's hats. That's the
hashtag just love hats are good.
Hats are great, yeah.
Oh, my word. Essential oils. So Shelly is telling us that essential oils are essential in baths.
What are the essential oils though? Because I'm a fan. I love sandalwood is one of my favorite smells. I love a good eucalyptus bath. That's always nice.
That's really nice. Oh yeah, lavender is a classic, basic, good vibe. I'm curious. Yeah, what scents what oils are we mixing, Shelly? Let us know. What is your recommendation?
I was gonna say that's the one I was gonna show. I was gonna be like, so just anywhere in Canada, there's just a trail somewhere.
The trail behind your home. That's amazing, Deborah.
That's awesome.
Just casual trail behind the home in Canada.
That's an easy access route. We're in the cities. You have to actually leave the cities to go find the trail. So that's so nice to have it so close to you. That's awesome.
Oh, Deborah, I'm loving that for you. A trail behind the home. Oh, goodness, that I take as many walks. Don't ever take it for granted. That's amazing. Okay. Our favorite sweet, Karen. How's it going? Oh, Karen, give us the update. Tell us what's going on. Where are we at now? There's a lot I'm sure has happened in a month's time.
Oh.
Like, it's time to catch up. And also, how is Sweden? Let us
How
know.
are you? What's
Yes, how are you? What's going on? And what's your mental health win? Like, we all want to know. Maybe if I scroll down, I'll see it. Susan, a regular of our platform as well.
Oh,
we are
hello.
grateful for you, Susan. Susan, thank you for keeping on showing up. Even when you don't show up, I know you're here sometimes and you don't comment, and I respect that, and I love it. And I mean, we don't actually know you're here. That there is no way for us to know that. No. We assume.
We hope.
Yeah. But I'm grateful that you are here. We only know if you comment. So thank you. Oh, this is a lovely win. Harrison, do you want to read this one?
Of course. Which one?
Oh, Victoria.
Oh, yes. My daughter is getting better at her speech appointments. She's talking actual words a little bit more. That's awesome. We are so happy and relieved. I am so happy and relieved for you as well. That's amazing.
That's great. I love that, like, you can tell and see the improvements in the appointments, and it's like that she's saying actual words more. Also probably means that she's really being engaged with those appointments and really feeling like comfortable to try and to get better in speech. I know that, like, having speech therapy as a kid was like really beneficial. So like, do like that you're doing that for your daughter is wonderful. Woods on the doorstep. Everyone has a back trail. Woods on the doorstep. Richard, like, what in the world?
We're just in the wrong locations, Camara. That's what's wrong. We're in the wrong locations for woods.
Well, technically, Griffith Park is close enough for me to walk to. So I guess I could say I have a trail in my yard almost. Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Woods in the back on the doors. That's amazing.
Yeah, but like I feel like Griffith Park, you're gonna come across more like people with their tiny dogs than you're gonna find.
Oh,
like,
Griffith
nature.
Park is too crowded. There's a reason I don't go.
It's too touristy.
So
yeah.
Touristy. It's great. Yeah. Go everyone. Go. It is actually pretty nice, but like. Yeah.
But then you could be walking down the trail and you could just see someone with one of those like YouTube rigs where they have the camera set up and they're
everyone's
like, hey, I'm doing a podcast. I'm doing my live stream.
Hello, this is my vlog of the day. I'm at Griffith Park with everyone else and their mother and parrot.
And dogs,
and dogs, yes. And maybe the famous P-22 mountain lion.
That mountain lion, yeah.
There's a festival for him and everything. All right, off track. Yeah. Karen has that is not a win. It's great. Karen has shared with us the mental health win and catching up. So I wanna go into it. Karen, my win would be handling my new job pretty well. I wanted to know how the new job was going. Pretty well, though I've dealt with a lot of difficult clients.
Ooh, we can relate there.
Relating to that. Can definitely relate to that. I screwed up an appointment big time, but I'm going to step back and try to make the next one good for tomorrow. Karen, that is the mentality you need, because you're not going to make every appointment perfect and everything. And sometimes you are going to, like, I feel like I think everyone in their life, like, messing up, it sucks and it feels so uncomfortable, but like being able to get through that and know that tomorrow, like, you're in the spirits of like that what's done is done, and tomorrow I can like rise above and make anew.
Exactly.
Karen, you're in a good spot. Like, I love that for Karen.
And I think from us, I mean, I don't know if I can speak exactly for Camara here, but we've been, we deal with clients all the time, and I think the biggest thing I take away from this is you can't please everybody. Sometimes you're just going to have people that are going to be unhappy with something, or they're not going to, understand fully what you're going for. And try your best. I know it's hard to say, to like hear this advice, but try your best to just let it roll off, because like you said, there's always going to be another day, and there's always going to be another chance to make a better impression on something else. So like, just keep going. You got this.
Exactly. My mother's motto, like, one of her first like gigs as a photographer was taking photos at Disneyland, when people would go down the like splash mountain. And there was one time where she missed a really important shot, and she had to re-put film in her camera, and she didn't know what to do. The next shot is coming. Take the next shot, because you're either gonna like make it or you're not. Like, keep going. Like, you're not gonna get back the last shot. So like, keep going and be kind to yourself. So.
And we're rooting for you.
I think, Karen, you sound like you're doing, like, You're doing great. I understand this is stressful. I want to validate that and hope that like it goes smoothly and that you're getting through, because we're really proud of you. So this new job, graduate, you're doing so much. So wonderful, Billy. Life coaching. That's amazing.
Awesome.
Oh, you launched a company, not just a site. This isn't just like a hobby site. This is like a career. This is like your life.
That's awesome. Congratulations, Billy. That's awesome.
That's fantastic. I'm very excited for you. That's amazing.
That's right.
Oh my God. And it's called Indigo Moon.
Ooh, I like that name. Indigo Moon. I like that name.
I love that. That's perfect. That's
cool.
Fantastic.
I will definitely be checking that out.
Yes. Billy, we're very excited for you. Congratulations on launching that. I see we have someone in the comments who's added to the bath conversation.
We're circling back to the conversation.
We will always circle back to a bath conversation because, relax.
Lavender candles.
Lavender cat. I want a lavender. Oh, yes. That is, yes.
Yes.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Kara's like, yes, lavender candles.
I'm just so in the mood for a bath. So great. I mean, maybe not like in the evening when it's cooler. It's not too actually hot right now, but like a bath does so great. Every adding of things to the bath. But yeah, feel free. Your mental health wins matters, but also if you would like to comment your bath or spa.
Your favorite things to get from Bed Bath and Beyond. Yes, tell us. We would love to know.
You're gonna have a bath. If you like having baths, some people don't, but if you like having baths, what's your bath routine? Oh my God. Oh, okay. Let's take it a little bit in. I don't know what this person's name is, but I do want to address this. We are not, first off, licensed psychologists. We want to make sure, or psychiatrists, or we are Mighty staff members. Just want to make sure that is known as we're stating this. But this person has stated from YouTube that their anxiety has gotten worse since someone close to them passed away. I don't know how to deal with it. First off, just want to validate that like grief is so complicated and hard to deal with, especially if this was recent. And even if it's not recent, grief can kind of rear its ugly shoulder very often when you least expect it. So I want to first validate that. Yeah.
Well, you're very sorry for your loss.
Yeah. I don't think it is about dealing. Like my personal advice would be like, I don't think it is about dealing with it perfectly. I think it is about like sitting with it and like being there for yourself in that time and knowing that it's okay that your anxiety has gotten worse. Like that's okay. Like, but how can you take care of yourself and reflect on it and hold space for it and maybe find ways to like self-care and think about what you can do for yourself as well as like honoring the grief that you're dealing with. So yeah. I'm really sorry for your loss of your person who was close to you, and I really hope you're doing all right, and I really appreciate you joining the live and sharing this with us. So, yeah.
Consensual hugs.
Yes, the consensual hugs are here. On Karen, Karen has something to add to, I believe, another comment that we had earlier about the parent getting speech therapy for their child.
Oh, that's a great comment. As a speech and language pathologist, it makes me so happy to hear. Know that is all we want for you too. Nothing is better than to hear your kiddos start to learn. That's amazing. You see, we're bringing people together. We got the speech pathologist, like fantastic Karen, and then people who are getting the speech therapy. It's a good time. I love our little community.
It's very nice. Very good. And more paths.
Wait, what is that? I've never heard of this. What is? It's, how do you say that? Lang Lang?
Lang Lang. I think it's Lang Lang is my favorite bath oil.
I'm curious. What is Lang Lang? So it's a yellow star-shaped flower that grows in the Kanaga tree. Okay, so it's a certain kind of a scent. Okay, cool. I've never heard of that. I'm very curious. What it smells like. That's interesting. I'm learning something new today. I love learning things. So this is exciting.
There's always a new oil to add to the bath. Love it.
You're just like going to like Amazon ad.
I need a bath. I'm gonna find either a friend who has a bath, or maybe I'll finally broach the top. My roommates will let me use their bathtub, but maybe I'll go find a friend who does have that. Yeah. Dreams and dreams. Richard, just rubbing in our faces the miles of valley and everything in your doorstep. That's cool. Love that for you.
We're jealous.
Jealous, quite jealous. We're not at all, just very perturbed by your wonderfulness. And I really do appreciate, like, I see some people in the community like sending some love to to one of our people on YouTube who is going through a rough time with grief. Thank you, M. Thompson, for supporting them. Appreciate that. Orange. Oh yeah, peach and orange shower. Like putting, sometimes putting like shampoos into bath, like just in to have a good scent, that can make it fun. Richard, you have a good point there. I like that. Respect to that. Ooh, everyone's walking today. We're all walking.
What's your walking soundtrack? Sometimes you need a good song to get you into that motion.
Yeah, and Lisa, you're saying you watched a YouTube video while you walked. Was it music? Was it a video? Or were you listening to an educational like, let us know. Oh. And then
which one are you looking
at? Billy's?
Yeah, same.
Yeah. You want to read that one?
Yeah, Molly's Wood is a small woodland that I bought to hide away, but it's now going to be a therapeutic activity center. Wow. See, that's really cool.
Billy,
that's really
you're not
cool.
Just building a website. I built a website. Like,
you're like, and I also have this woodland area. Like,
I built a website that's a career, and not just did I build this coaching career, I have a woodland that I built for the career to have therapeutic activities.
That's
you
impressive.
Have a center for people to go. You are building community. You are building a space. You are building healing. Billy is just winning so cool. Today.
Yeah.
Billy.
That's life goals right there, honestly.
Billy, you're doing the most and we love it. Can't wait to like keep track of how all that is going, like in the next months and such. Would love to hear. Yeah, the nearest beach, you've got the woods, Richard. We've got the ocean. It's touche. The nearest
I don't know, like Los Angeles beaches aren't the most nicest beaches. They're overhyped. They're kind of dirty.
They're not great. It's a beach. It's a beach. But yeah, come to California, go to the beach, enjoy yourself. It's fine. I'd recommend San Diego. I think we're more southern, inland, not inland, but like later, like down further.
Yeah, San Diego beaches, I think, are a lot nicer than Los Angeles beaches.
Yes. Oh, and thank you, Richard. That's very kind of you to say. Like, I appreciate that our energy is radiating in a good and positive way, and making at least you feel vibing good. That's fantastic. So, woohoo! Germany. Sorry, I love a good other Germany. Oh, I was just thinking of my friend Claire, who is in Munich, and I'm just like Germany. Carol, where are you from? I also have got a friend who's Carolina or Caro as well, who lives in Germany. So I have actually 2 friends who live in Germany, or maybe 3. I have 3 friends who live in Germany. So let me know where you're from in Germany and what's your mental health win. So
awesome. Ooh, that's a good one.
Oh, want to read?
Yeah. My win is Laura Gonzalez. My win is that I was able to go to church and play the piano and lead worship. This is a huge deal because my bipolar depression has kept me from church for months. Thankfully, the elders of my church are very understanding and have told me to just come in and lead worship whenever I'm able to make it to church. And they even told me that I can go to church and not lead worship if I don't feel up to it. That's awesome. That's a pretty great win.
That's a fantastic win. It seems like you have a wonderful church community, and the people at your church are really supportive and really wanting you to when you want to lead and you want to have that point, you're welcome to do it at any point. They love it and they want to support you in it, but they are also giving you the space to to take it easy when you need. That's a great church. That's a great community.
And such a great creative outlet too, to be able to go up there and play the piano and do that in front of people. Like that's such like I like music too, and as an artist, that's such like a cool way of expressing yourself. You know, that's really awesome.
I love that for you, Laura. And that you're piano playing, like they're very lucky to have you when they do, and when you feel up to it. I'm really, whenever I hear of like good, positive community building and community areas where people can share their art and share themselves and feel authentic, I think is so important, whether that's church or the groups and friends you're a part of, or like friends at church or friends wherever you are at, wherever you build community, I think is wonderful. So,
well said.
Oh my word. Wow, there's a lot of, I noticed that there's a lot of dealing with grief. We have a lot of kind of repeated interesting. You're not alone, Malik. You're not alone. We had someone else recently. I don't know if you're also if you're the person. I'm gonna guess you're not the person on YouTube, but yeah, we had someone earlier who commented how their anxiety has gotten worse since someone close passed away, and you're just starting a new school and it's stressful. You're not alone. That's really hard to deal with, and like that you're starting something new and you've gone through loss. Like, gosh, sending you just consensual hug, that's a lot. But I just want you to know, like, everything you're feeling is valid, and just make sure to take care of yourself and honor that, like, grief, and honor the anxiety as well, and know that you can take care of yourself. But like, it's all about like not dealing with it or getting through it. It's about realizing that that's going to be there, and that you got to take care of yourself and do what you need to do to validate. So
we're sorry for your loss, though.
Very sorry for your loss, and our condolences, and we're here. Thank you for sharing that. My first time. Oh, Brian, that's so nice of you. Oh, well,
awesome.
Thank you.
And if I scroll up, Brian said he's from Akron, Ohio.
Akron, Ohio. Fantastic, Brian. Thank you for joining us today. Really appreciate that, and it's wonderful to have you here today. If you would like to share mental health one, you're welcome to, or you're welcome to continue to just chill and join the conversation when you feel like it. But thank you for joining us today. Really appreciate that. I feel you there, Richard. I only have a shower right now too, and a sunken bath. That would be so nice. And unfortunately, not long, steaming hot baths, lower back. Lavender rose. Ooh, oh, that sounds good.
That does sound nice.
Lavender rose bath. Oh,
that does sound really nice. Even Billy came in with a what is that? Bergamot and lavender.
Bergamot. I love bergamot. Bergamot, like when Earl Grey with bergamot, and I think Earl Grey would be great in a bath. Random weird opinion. I think a tea flavor would be interesting if there were like other like maybe a lavender.
Would it make the water tea?
I don't know.
That'd be interesting.
The smell.
Just the smell. Okay. Yeah.
I'm really into like tea smells, or like a jasmine.
Ooh, a jasmine would be nice. I agree.
Really good. Yes. We have a lot. I would like to like put up one of our banners also if anyone is going through a tough time right now, or is dealing with a loved one who has died by suicide, or is dealing with thoughts of suicide. I just want to make sure that we are putting up the lifelines there, because it is a struggle. It is something that we, like, a lot of people deal with and that we've dealt with, and want to just share, make sure that you feel safe and supported in the community. So if you need the lifeline, that is there, which you can access at any point, whether through the 988 new number or the text line, or the full phone number as well. But I just do want to honor that Talissa, I think it is, that you are in a deep depression since your mom passed away and dad by suicide, died by suicide in 2017, and don't know what to do. I just want to say, like, that, thank you for sharing, but like, that is such a lot to deal with and to process, and I can't imagine just the grief that comes with that, not just one but both parents. And if you've lost, I don't know if you lost both of them to suicide or just one, but either way, you just want to like consensual hug, and like making sure that It's just that's so it's both of those are very recent. I mean, 2021 is much more recent, but like having that after the
And it's
2017
in such a close amount of time.
time.
That's really rough. I'm sorry.
Well, that you were sharing this here today is, I mean, that's the first step, is being able to talk about it and share and feel like you can find community where you feel safe to be vulnerable. And we're grateful that you have done that today. And it's okay to feel like you don't know what to do or where to go, and to feel like you're in that deep depression. That makes so much sense. But just make sure that you're keeping community around yourself. Like, be alone when you have to, when you want to be, when you need to be, but don't isolate yourself for too long. Like, make sure that you are reaching out, whether it's on here on this platform or to your friends and family and extended people that you feel close to, because community is what gets us through, especially with loss and grief. So yeah,
you're not alone.
No, not at all. And maybe Bav's first step is self-care, learning more about essential oils. Ylang Ylang is very calming, balances hormones. Yes, very important to have.
Jasmine said it's nice, but Thompson doesn't have any.
I don't either. I'm out of my jasmine tea too, so I'm kind of we're in the same boat, Thompson. Same boat. So.
Oh, Karen. Oh, Facebook is telling me this is my 1-year celebration of following the mighty. Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary, Karen. I'm so happy that you enjoy this live stream and that you keep coming back. It is a delight for us to have you here. And so, thank you for following the mighty for a year. I hope you found the app too, and if that's been helpful for you to join communities that way off of Facebook as well, or just on Facebook is fine too. But thank you so much, and thank you for being here. Happy 1 year of the mighty.
Happy 1 year.
Woo! Running water stream music. Oh, if taking a bath and having some running water, make yourself feel like you're in a stream or a hot springs. That sounds nice.
I love those. I have so many soundtracks of waterfalls and rain. I use it for sleep as well as if I want to take a really relaxing bath or something. It's nice.
Oh, that makes so much sense. Tree hugging. Yep, we can. You have trees. You have a valley and woods.
You can hug them. Yeah,
you can.
You can physically hug them.
You really can. Malibu's fine.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's not the worst. Honestly, I feel like Malibu is overhyped, but it's actually hyped decently. It's okay. It's better than some.
It's less sand and more rocks though.
Yeah. If you like rocks.
If you like rocks.
If you like hidden beaches, there are a few hidden beaches over there that are easier.
The further north you go too, it's better.
Yeah. Denmark. Sorry, I get excited. I might have gone a little bit above what we needed to, but I saw that one of our friends from YouTube is from Denmark. Sorry, anything close to Nordic or Netherlands, I just love it. Love it. But let me scroll back up because I see we have a few other.
Oh, we got Becca.
Yeah.
I love and have missed you in our precious little group.
Yes,
I finally started trauma therapy. It's way overdue that I began to tackle my childhood trauma. It's not been fun or easy, but I keep returning for my appointments. That's what matters. Just keep going, keep trying. Well, good job.
Good job, Becca. Proud of you for that. And thank you. We've missed you. Happy to have you back. Glad that you find this group useful and helpful. And I'm so happy that you've started trauma therapy. That's amazing. You're tackling it. It's not easy, and you're doing it, and you're going head forward. We love that for you. You keep returning. You keep going. Becca's back. She's back in therapy. She's back with us. Becca is back. We love it. Oh, my word. I do want to validate, I believe, our friend from Facebook. Sorry, I don't know what your name is, and that's okay if you don't want to share, which is one on YouTube.
No, it's the same. I noticed that YouTube is the same. It's the same person.
I know. I'm trying to think about how to address them. I'm
I think it's Malik. I think it's Malik is that. I think it's the same
okay.
person.
That's what I figured. You started a new school. Okay, so yeah, you're Malik. Okay, I get it now. Malik, and some of them had said to take some time off, but I didn't want to because I didn't want to get behind in school. I'm trying to be better. Valid. I understand. Like, no one wants to be behind in school. They don't really do the best right now, or at least I've seen in helping students who need to take the time off from school to deal with whether it's illness or to deal with grief or to deal with loss of loved ones, or to deal with their own things that they're going through. We don't really provide the best, like, start back up to get them on track. So I get how you're feeling there. Makes sense. But I do hope that you are taking the time when you can to be there for yourself and to do what you need to do. So, yeah. But thank you for sharing that. Sorry. Oh, I have to go. Yes, sister. Billy, you probably have already left. But bye, Billy. Thank you for being here. I'm Richard. You're being an uncle. That's awesome. I'm an uncle, and yeah. And of them and a great uncle. You are a fantastic uncle, and I think you're saying you're a great uncle as in like the term great uncle, but I'm gonna say you're great.
Great uncle. Oh, we got another thing from let's see, from Shelly. My therapist left the area a couple of years ago. I finally found a new one, and I go Monday. Feeling nervous about starting over, very anxious, but proud of myself for finally getting after this. We are too. I say this, I feel like I say this every time we do this, but I'm getting so excited and so happy that like society is starting to just become more accepting of people going to therapy and talking openly about it. We're leaving that stigma of it behind where it's like, oh, you go into therapy. Like I'm glad that we're finally just as a community kind of growing past that. It's very encouraging.
Yeah, it's good to see that like anyone can go to therapy. Obviously, like if you have a specific mental illness or thing that you want to deal with, like that makes complete sense. But like anyone can go to therapy for any reason, for any, whether it's I just feel sad today to I'm going through a lot of like trauma or whatever it is. I'm just so glad like that you've kept on and you found a new one when you had your last one left and you're going. Yeah, it's anxious starting new therapy and it is weird and it's all starting over, but it's worth it. It's worth it to do the work to find the right person that you can work with. And yeah, I'm very proud of you, Shelly. That's amazing.
Awesome.
I'm going to give it to you for a second, Harrison, while I go drink a glass of water really quick.
Yeah, you're all good. Let me keep going here. I got another one from Becca. Another big win was going with my husband to watch his daughter run an entire marathon last Sunday. It's been on her bucket list. She was super great and so excited to see that we'd travel 5 hours to watch her do this. Awesome. Big win for her, her husband, and for me getting to see them so excited to see each other. That is awesome. And it made your heart feel very happy.
Oh.
It makes my heart feel very happy just reading that.
I feel like so heartwarmed. So sweet.
That's so cool.
Aww.
And also, I don't really know. I don't know the context of the situation, but I this is a weird thing to call out. But I always love when parents that are like co-parenting or are involved, like step parents or new marriages, stuff like that, when they get along and then they come together to celebrate the children, because like that. Because I'm from a family that has the same kind of situation. So like that to me stands above everything else. Like the parents can look beside any sort of like, if there's any sort of animosity or bad blood, they can look past that and just focus on the children and be excited for them. And that's really cool. So I'm happy for you.
I mean, it's just wonderful. I love how excited you're getting for her and how excited you're getting to be with both of them. I think that that's just wonderful. And it just shows that you're just an awesome person, Becca, first off. But like, that's just really, it makes your heart so happy. I'm really glad. That just sounds like a wonderful outing altogether. So
yeah,
I'm so happy for everyone in this situation. That's great. Oh, I do want to like acknowledge, Richard, you were saying that 7 years ago you lost your dad and then mom and grieved back. So you understand, someone above Lisa was saying the similar thing of grieving badly from 2017 to 2020 and still having, of course, yeah, it's still 7 years isn't it's just, they think that the lifetime that you've had with people and then having them gone, that's,
Oh yeah, it's your parents. And I mean, like, if you've been around some of these people you've been around with for 30, 40 years, and then they're just gone. And it's like, I just can't understand the idea of like, oh, just get over it. It's like, no, it takes a long time. If that takes you another 20 years until you can finally feeling like however long it takes, they're your parents, you know.
Yeah, and it doesn't have to even ever, like, grief, they say it's like grief doesn't go, like, grief never gets smaller, grief never goes away. It's just new experiences paint around. Like I saw this really cool like art thing of how grief is like this big black dot of like just like this is the point, like kind of the period of grief, and then you paint around all these other colors around it, and the grief is still there. It's always going to be the same size it was. It's always there, but you have painted other experiences and other things that you know to go to besides just the point of grief.
Right.
So yeah.
Well said.
Yeah. Well, I just want to validate that, Richard. Like that, yeah. I think Harrison did that very well as well. Yeah. It's in time. It doesn't matter how long it takes. So, but validate yourself in it, and that, yeah, whether it was by suicide or by Parkinson's or Alzheimer's, that's already hard too with Alzheimer's. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
see. Oh, I haven't seen this person before. Robin Lee. Hello.
Oh, Robin.
Good morning from Melbourne, Australia. At the moment, I'm dealing with a lot of grief and a lot of stress and so much anxiety about my future. My husband and I are halfway through our 6-month trial separation, and I currently don't have a job, so the chances of me keeping my house are quite small, even though he's feeling very generous. I'm talking about what the financial separation will be. Children are 17 and 19, and both, like us, are neurodiverse, so they need stability and the process.
Oh, and I know Robin, I do know you've said other things, and that's probably more on Facebook. Sorry, like StreamYard does kind of, where we're streaming from, does limit what we can see when there's a certain character limit. But I do want to validate everything that you've said. Like that is a lot of grief to go. Like that's another type of grief is that we don't really acknowledge. We just posted a video about grief recently. Grief is a very big topic of like you can lose a loved one to death, or you can lose a loved one from a breakup or from just distance, or from whether it's a friend or a partner, and you with your situation with your husband, like that's really rough, especially when you have children together and you want to make sure that they're taken care of and that they're supportive because they're both neurodiverse as well as you, and that you want to make sure you're keeping your house. And even if you and your husband ex-husband are seemingly on or trial separation are seemingly on good terms right now, it's still not easy to deal with. Like how do you deal with that stress and anxiety, especially when the person's still there, you know that they're not a part of your life at this time, and it's such a confusing tackle to go through.
But thank you very much for sharing.
Thank you. Yes, and it's everything you're saying is valid, and I hope that you're taking the time to see what you can do for yourself, and if it is in the means to get therapy or to see like your other loved ones and be able to build community in other ways as well, or be there for your children and whatever it is you need. So, yeah. Thank you, Robin. Appreciate you sharing with us. Oh, goodness. Oh, Rick. Hello, Rick.
Oh, it's Rick.
Hey,
Rick.
Regular Rick. We always love when Rick hops in. How's it going, Rick? Hope you're doing well.
Yeah. Share us your mental health.
Yeah, share us your mental health one. Maybe we'll close out with that because it is getting to a point. We usually only do a half hour, but we have stayed on. You've all been very lovely and
very
wonderful.
Engaging conversation today. I enjoy it.
Yes, I really enjoyed that. And also, like, I know that there's like good and bad that comes with starting a new school. I am very happy that I'm excited for this new school because in high school I had terrible grades and I couldn't get into. Yeah, here's the thing. As someone who changed high schools in their senior year, it was the best thing I could have ever done. And I was going through my own grief of not losing. I think your grief is, I know grief is like comparable, but I believe your grief is from the loss of a loved one. I was dealing with grief of loss of friends. That was a situation. But I do think that starting over in a new school and having that excitement that you get to have. Like, I'm so grateful that you also have this excitement to start over, to have that new beginning, because a fresh start is so important to feel like you're worthy of, and you are able to have. And it, whether you've had the grades terrible in the last school, it doesn't matter. Like, you have this chance to be whoever you want to be now. And I'm really excited for you. I do think if going to college is what you want to do, I think that's very possible. And even no matter what grades you had or even have now, obviously work to what you can, but you're going to be good. So.
We're excited to see what happens.
Yes. I'm really excited for your new school experience. I think it will be good, be better for you. Michelle. Oh, Michelle. Well, everyone's popping in here right before we have to go. Michelle Steiner is one of our favorites. Mental health win has been helping my students advocate for themselves.
Go. That's awesome.
That's amazing. It's so important and so vital to have a good teacher who can advocate for you and teach you how to advocate for yourself. Completely validate that. Richard, yes, I mean, Harrison, like, yes, you could be a movie star if you wanted to be.
I can't remember lines. I'd be the worst. I'd be the worst. I appreciate that, Richard. Thank you.
Yes. Oh goodness. A bit bummed. Oh, let me just read Richard's thing before we head out. Not Richard, sorry, Rick. A bit bummed, but could use a pick-me-up after doubts about college. Oh my goodness. I feel like, yeah, college is having doubts about whether you're in college right now or whether you're thinking about going to college or going back to college or wherever you're at, Rick. That's a lot to be at. Well, here's the pick-me-up, consensual hugs your way. Like, it's always a place to be. It is a win that you're sharing this here and you're sharing your like wonderings and ponderings about it. But I hope that it's okay and that you're doing all right with those doubts about that. So.
Oh, I actually want to circle back to this because I'm interested in this. Becca followed up. I miswrote. I couldn't agree more, Harrison, about parents who are no longer together act like grown-ups regardless of the parents not still being married. Agree. I'm the stepmom, and it was my husband's daughter that ran the marathon. However, her mom was there too. And no, we aren't the Brady Bunch. But yeah, I understand that. It's never like perfect. It's always like you just got to act civil. Just gotta be cool with each other.
We know what the Brady Bunch is.
I get that, but that my husband and his former wife are able to attend the same events of their children, to be okay knowing that the event is not about them. That is.
Yeah, it's exactly that. It's not about you. It's about the kid. And honestly, yeah, I feel like that makes your husband like such a like well-rounded person that he still has like can keep a good relationship of whatever that is with his ex. And so for the daughter, and even for them to be cordial and to be on good terms, like whether I don't know what the terms are, you don't have to explain that, but that's good. That shows well on his part as well. So.
And the kids are going to remember that, like, because that's the thing is coming from a family that had a very similar situation. It's like I remember the times that my stepdad and my dad would having words on the side, like that's what stays in my memory, not them cheering me. So it's like that kind of stuff really sticks with the children, I think. Yeah. So it's good that you're doing.
They're always watching and listening.
They're always watching.
They know. But Robin, I'm just going to like, thankfully I have been having therapy for a while. I'm so happy for you for that. We did some couples counseling last year. I'm glad that you're getting couples counseling too. Like whatever way it goes, like that's really good. So you can both be on good terms and figure out what direction you both want to go in. I'm glad that you do have therapy, and it seems like a support system. Still hard and still a weird situation to be in, and just validate every emotion that you're going through. But I'm really glad that you have the therapy, Robin. Oh my gosh, I think this is a great point to just end out. Yeah. So sweet.
Oh. We love you all too.
Thank you, Becca. Thank you. My brother. I love how everyone's just like supporting each other in the comments. That's really, really lovely. Okay, fine. One more before we with Robin, because I do want to touch on this.
Yeah.
If you want to read this,
sure. Harrison. I guess my ADHD and autism, it's a fair bit of anxiety. Just feel as if I will struggle to manage all the things I need to manage. I have never had to deal with all of that in my life stuff solo, and there's an overwhelming feeling of abandonment involved. I can understand.
That's so valid, especially if you haven't even been able to manage those things on your own in so long, or felt like you've been able to. Like that, knowing that that is a possibility of the future is really scary and terrifying. And that's all very valid. But I
Right.
hope that you find ways to, like, within therapy and maybe like still building whatever direction goes with your family, like still building the good connection and just the friendships and the community that you need. So
Oh, is that this one? Is that what you're laughing at?
so sweet.
I don't know. I mean, we've been tossing around ideas about doing this more often, so I don't know. Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, but I think for your own life, like having these conversations, like mental health wins, whether it's just journaling them down for yourself, like gratitude journals and like your goals and like your mental health wins together, finding communities, whether that's online or offline, that you can join, hanging out with friends if you have groups that you want to be around that bring you joy. I think that that's really important. It's just finding the people that you can bring joy to, that you can ask them about their joy and share yours as well, and even share the, like, this is frustrating to me and I'm grateful that I can share this with you, and then asking them to share back. I think that's how we build community in space. So,
and I mean, there's meetup groups if you're interested in doing that kind of stuff. There's a ton of those kind of interesting things. I mean, me personally, I don't really go much. So like how I have my kind of like when I'm feeling down, I love music. So and Camara knows this. I will go into a dance hour where I'm just like, don't bother me. I'm throwing disco on. I love disco. I'll throw disco on and I will literally just dance around my room and just try to get endorphins up. I try to get my energy up a little bit and just try to be a little like, just try to force myself to just have a little bit of fun, and that does kind of help. So
yeah, I couldn't agree more. Whatever your disco dancing is, that is it for me too. But whatever that is for you, find that for yourself, find that for your community. Yeah, thank you for asking, Jonathan. I appreciate that you appreciate them. Yes, music, gratitude journals, Richard, everyone, thank you. And I'm so grateful. Everyone's like, let's chat afterwards, let's connect. That's great. Build community from here too. You can. We're just so appreciative of that. And thank you all for joining and sharing the ups and downs that you're going through, the grief. Grief was a big topic today. Thank you. It's Mental Health Awareness Month. World Mental Health Day is coming up, and just want to validate everyone's mental health wherever you're at. Just take care of yourselves and build community for yourself and others around you. And yeah, I'm just so happy you're all here. Yay. This has been quite lovely.
I do. I saw his I do. I love singing. I'm not the best singer, but I love to do it.
That's wonderful. All right, let's all go sing and dance or rest or take a bath.
Or go for a walk.
Go for a walk. Go find a trail. Go for a walk. Let's have a great, whatever a good day looks like for you, that you can help to do that for yourself. Thank you all for joining. Have a wonderful day and stay mighty. Yay! Dance.